The Shek Report with Dave Dameshek reporting.
Dameshek here. What's happening, fellas?
What's up, Shek?
Week 2's in the book, so let's get right to it. Just remember, players and coaches, don't get angry at me if I call your name. Ultimately, I didn't do this to you. You did this to you. Let it begin! And we'll start off. And what a crazy, fun weekend it was in football. But
Get out of his way, Shek.
Is he in studio?
Shek, get out of his way.
Marshawn, please. This is you had your time yesterday. This is my time. I can't even.
Not today.
Marshawn, please.
Not today.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Come on. Now you hit me in the eye with one of those dreads. You know what? Just move on to number 3 here. Now, everybody's bellyaching about Zeke Elliott's inability to make a tackle on a Bronco, but of course, he's not a tackler, he's a tacklee. Now, his teammate, Byron Jones, is an alleged defender. Look at him there in the spot shadow. He wanted nothing to do with the 225-pound bowling ball. C.J. Anderson, why are you touching Demaryius Thomas?
He ain't have the
He
ball.
doesn't have the ball. Let's look at that again now. You see Jones has his eyes locked on
Shek.
C.J. Anderson.
Hey, Ike, you
But
wouldn't
let's
do that,
dance for a second first, though. Did you get by me?
He made an executive decision.
Oh, no.
Hey, look, who has the ball? The guy 2 feet away from me
Jones.
holding the ball? You know what? I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to do that. But then
Jones.
again, I'm not an NFL defender, Byron Jones. That reminds me, way back in 2007,
What
a
that
running
remind
back
you of, Shek?
named Maurice Jones-Drew. And take a look here, all the way back at Heinz Field, top of the screen there. Look at number 24.
Get him, Ike. Ike, I know you're going to make that play.
Right for the pick,
You're going to make
Ike.
that play.
Oh, what happened there? I don't know who that 24 is right there. But I mean, that guy blocked.
And I thought about it. I said, you know what? I made the right decision. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I made the right decision.
Well, Dennis Northcutt weighs about 115 pounds, so I can't imagine that's what was holding up one Ike Taylor
Man,
there.
I made the right decision, man.
You know what? I don't know that I would show my face in public again, but you know what? Ike's his own man.
I'm not going to show my face in public. I'm going to show it on TV.
I don't know about the gold shoes. I mean, that's taking it a little bit too far. All right. On to number 2. Now, there's a lot of bad quarterback play so far in 2017, and it wouldn't upset me so much if there weren't a viable option out on the street. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Yes, some of his social and political views aren't for everybody, and he's not the perfect fit for every NFL system. I'm talking, of course, about the Night King from Game of Thrones. Now, this guy, we saw this guy thrive in inclement weather. We know what he can do. He's a silent leader of men and dead people, too. And in the biggest moment of his career, he threw an absolute strike from about 260 yards through that dragon. You think Josh McCown can do that? You're wrong. You know what? I think he could help the Jets. He could help the Bengals. He could help the Bears. Think about it. You too, Jags. I think he can do it in the beach and in the balmy weather down there in Florida. And that brings me to number 1 in this week's brown paper bag
He
of
just
shame.
glanced over it.
And it goes to Juju Smith, rookie wide receiver of the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one bums me out because I thought Ike Taylor and I had handled this. We've cleaned up all the mean-spiritedness in pro football last week. But watch number 19 once again in the spot shadow. Watch what he does here.
Oh,
Lord.
I mean, that's Harrison Smith. He's an NFL safety.
Mama, I didn't see him.
Hey, that's somebody's brother.
Yes, Ike. See, that's the problem with that. It's not
These
cool,
boys being
man.
very disrespectful. They're abusing somebody's parent, somebody's kid, somebody's brother. It's hard out there.
He's a safety, you understand? And you got blocked by a wide receiver, no less. What's next, a punter? You know what, though? I don't want to beat up Juju Smith too much today. He's celebrating. Juju's celebrating Rosh Hashanah. Happy high holidays to everybody out there. So instead, Giants fans are down about their quarterback, Eli Manning. Here's the silver lining. Here's one thing he does worse than playing NFL quarterback. It's dancing, I think is what you would call that. Is it a jig? I'm not exactly sure. Here's what I'll call it, a shame. That's why you get this, Eli. It's the brown paper bag of shame. Matter of fact, let's cover up that whole body. I don't ever want to see that again.
Don't do that.
You're wrong, Shek.
Don't do that, Shek.
Till next time, try not to embarrass yourself.
Oh, wow.